All right, so we talked about the angles of elevation and angles of depression, right? So if I'm looking at this Space Needle and I draw a parallel line to the horizon line, and we have an angle of elevation of 70, where does the angle of elevation take place? Okay, so that means this here is 70, which means this is also 70, and this is 20, because 20 plus 70 is 90. Okay, and so we know that this shadow has a length of 67 meters. We're trying to find the height of the Space Needle. Have you ever been to the Space Needle? Me neither have I. Okay, so how am I going to do this?
So I made the height of the Space Needle X, and then I did the tangent of 70 is equal to x over 67, yeah.
And just to remind us, so the tangent of angle x is equal to the opposite over the adjacent side length. Okay.
And then I multiplied by 67 to isolate x. And then you multiply 67 by the tangent of 70, and I got 184 equals x.
I drew my 8 sideways. Okay. Feel good?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, you're standing on my cord. It's okay. We'll survive. Hopefully the sound's still working. Okay. So, do either of you recognize these towers? Here we go. Right. A little Lord of the Rings there for us. Oh, I love chess, but no. Okay, and we have one of the Black Riders there. Okay, so entertaining only to myself. So we have a pilot flying at an altitude, they're 2.7 kilometers above the ground, right? And we're trying to find x and y. And it tells us that the angle of depression for Tower 1 is 37, right? And so then the angle of depression for the other tower is 58. Well, so what's this angle here?
It's at 22. Wait. No, 30.
Thir-
No, 20. No?
32, because 32 plus 58 is
Oh, wait, it's
90.
60, not 20.
Okay, so how am I going to find my y value? So we have the tangent of 32 is equal to the opposite over adjacent. So the opposite here is y over the adjacent, which is 2.7. Okay. So that gives us 2.7 times the tangent of 32 is equal to my y value. I'm going to take this for a second. I'll give it back, I promise. All right, so we whip out the calculator. So we find the tangent of 32, which is 0.625, and we multiply it by 2.7, and so we get our y value is 1.69 kilometers. So this is 1.69 kilometers. Now, the trig functions are working with right angles, right? So now for our x value, we need to know this angle right here.
That angle would be,
21.
it'd be 53.
Well, this whole thing has to be 90. 90 minus 36. So we have to borrow, so we get 3. So 53. Well, but the thing is, we need a right angle, right? So what we're going to do is, we're going to take this. So this whole side length from here to here is 1.69 plus our x value. And this here is 53 degrees. And we still have our 2.7. Okay. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, what will I be using to find this distance here? Tangent again. So this is a big tangent book or section. So we have the tangent of 53 is equal to, well, opposite over adjacent. So we have 1.69 plus x over 2.7. So then, same thing. We're going to multiply 2.7 times the tangent of 53. So take the tangent of 53, multiply it by 2.7, and I get 3.58. So we have 3.58 is equal to 1.6 plus x, that's 1.69. So subtract 1.69 from both sides. And so we get our x value is equal. I did that on the calculator. But I'll double check because I wouldn't be totally surprised if I forgot to do that. So you tell me if I did this right, okay? So I'm doing tangent of 53, and I multiply it by 2.7, and I got 5.83. Or 3.58, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I just didn't say multiply by 2.
Okay, no, I'm glad you double checked. It's great. And so the question is, what is the distance between the two towers? That's our x value. So it's 1.89 kilometers. Okay. So